I had a fan next to me, so I decided to use a fan.
I had one next to me too, and I didn't know we were using it, but here it is.
Because I am a fan of this season.
Wow, I see what you're doing.
Thank you. Anyway, hello, house guests, and welcome to The Cup TV, part of the Currently Unnamed Podcast Network, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Gay, I am still drinking on some pumpkin cheesecake flavored coffee right now, but I am going to be shifting mostly to water right now because hydration is of the essence of Hall, and apparently we have an excessive heat warning today.
Ooh.
In September.
Ooh.
Why? I don't get it, and I'm angry about it.
Sorry for you. And hello, house guest. I am Lana, your resident Eva. Here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love some tea per. I am currently it's really mostly water in here now. It's ice and water. So I'll be drinking on that throughout this lovely podcast. But what I also have is my cup mug. Panel full of cup mugs, panel full of cup mugs, big brother cup mugs, big brother cup mugs, big brother cup mugs.
Expect the cup mug.
Expect it. You should always expect a cup mug and any of our cup merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. That link is in the description below. We do ship domestically here in the United States, Canada, and Mexico, and we do ship internationally. So there are no excuses. Get your cup merch, period. And thank you.
Yes, God. Oh, Lord Jesus, Lana, we got a lot to talk about today because Big Brother is Big Brothering.
And that is why we're rushing through this intro because we have so much to talk about.
Yes, we're going to talk about Sunday's episode as well as all of the most up-to-date live feed stuff through Tuesday. Yes, we're not here on a Monday. We took Labor Day off, okay? It's a holiday. Let us have our holiday. Thank you.
Thank you.
But we are going to dive into everything from the Sunday episode and the live feeds. But first, make sure to subscribe if you've not already because we are here almost all the time giving you almost all things reality competition TV. And that's a lot currently. And we're about to have a lot more. Circle starts next week. Survivor starts the week after that. Also that week is Golden Bachelorette, which I'm going to try to cover. It might be just me, but I'm going to try to cover it because period. But we got 3 other channels as well, so go check those out. All those links are down in the description below. You can also find our audio podcast links and our Patreon. So thanks. Follow all the things. But yes, where we left off last week, oh boy. Oh Jesus. Tucker's gone.
Yeah.
Tucker's gone.
Who's gone?
And everyone was like, oh damn. The season's over. The season's so boring. No. Because now, where we're at, we have a split house! Yay! I love a split house. I love it so much.
House. A very split
where I'm rooting for people on every single side of the house.
I just love this house.
It's such... I said it earlier in the season, but we are currently sitting through one of probably what is going to be probably one of the best seasons of all time.
It's going to be it's going to be up there. It's definitely going to be up there.
Because by this point, week 7, usually, and no shade to other Big Brother seasons, but usually by week 7, Lana and I are both just like, all right, we got to talk about Big Brother again. Not this season.
I believe in 24. Week 7 was Dire Fest.
Yep.
And week 7 is when I tuned out of 24.
We didn't even make it to week 2 of covering it.
No, covering it, we were just like, absolutely. But as far as watching it and was over it, it was week 7 for me, personally. I think in 23, I had the opposite reaction because I love 23 so much. 23 to me is my favorite season because of obvious reasons, but
of course.
I'm trying to think of the recent seasons. 22, I checked out very early. That season was a fever dream. That never happened. And as much as I love my girls, Davon and Bailey, that season just never happened. It was a fever dream.
Isn't this the week that Bailey went home too?
Yeah. Right before jury.
Uh-huh.
And then Devon right after jury.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then who went home? Who went home last season?
Last season,
it was. I'm looking it up.
It was.
Oh, it was.
Was it the?
Oh, it was the start of the fucking zombie bullshit.
See, and I was like over it. I was over it then about the zombie season and how they just was pandering to keep Cameron in that game. So yeah, I was yeah. Because I was like, where was the comeback when Izzy went out? Where was the comeback then? Where was no? Okay.
I do love that a lot of people are comparing Tucker and the way that he played to Izzy, because I think there is a lot of comparison that can be made there. Yeah. So I do love that. But what we did see as well is we got a little bit of the behind the scenes that they decided not to show us on the live show of everybody going back into that back bedroom other than Tucker and Angela.
Yes.
And it was literally just Chelsea saying, do whatever's best for your game. And for her, that was blindsiding Tucker.
Absolutely. Like, y'all know what's best for the game. Y'all know what it needs to be done if any of us want a shot to win. You know what needs to be done.
And I will say, we did some winner predictions on last Thursday's eviction episode. And Lana, your prediction and my prediction are doing pretty damn well in the house right now.
Just saying. Just saying. Well, in the draft that I'm doing outside of the pod, my prediction did for my MVP this week, which I switched, is doing really well, and it gave me lots of points this week.
Where are we at with? I'm gonna look at where we're at with our cup draft because
I don't know. I have to. Yeah, you have to.
Oh, how fun and lovely! We are all tied up at 4 each.
Really?
Yeah, we have all lost 2 people.
Wow.
That's very funny.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting indeed. We haven't done a draft update. We got to keep up with our draft updates on here too.
Hey, guess what? I'm going to go over there real quick and we're going to do a mid-episode recap draft update because I have it open. So, and for the Big Brother draft, mind you, we don't go by points. We just go by who's left in the house.
Right.
I don't want to track points for this.
We don't want to track
Other people do, and I appreciate y'all for doing it. I'm not. I couldn't be bothered. But, so yeah, we are all at 4 each. Mind you, we all drafted Rubina.
Yes.
So we all have Rubina and 3 other people left. Lana, you have all of the Black House guests left. Cam, Chelsea, and T-Core, which I do love. Kev is left with Angela, Joseph, and Mackenzie. And I have Quinn, Chemo, and Leah.
2 of them are doing really well right now.
And one of them...
I'm the only one who doesn't have any on the block this week. And I love that.
I also have the HOH, but we'll talk about it.
You do. Look, you have the HOHs this week. We'll talk about it.
Sure do. Let's talk about the HOH comp then.
Yes, let's talk about this
it is a classic. The egg through the chicken wire competition. And I love this. I love this competition. But Mr. B, I got a few bones to pick with you.
A couple.
We talked about it on Saturday.
We did.
And I was waiting to see what would happen.
Why
the hell are we not acknowledging the fact that Cam has an egg allergy and you're going to do a whole ass egg competition? You're going to put this man at risk of an allergic reaction. Now, what would have happened? What would have happened if Cam had an allergic reaction during this competition? Feeds would have been down for probably a full day.
Yep.
Y'all would have had a medical emergency on your hands. CBS would have had all kinds of lawsuits. And Cam could have potentially gotten DQ'd from the competition, period.
Because what if it was so bad that he had to leave the house?
And another thing. Why the hell are we still using real eggs? Inflation is real bad right now. And those are eggs that could have fed several many families in the city of Los Angeles, California.
Period. You know how much eggs cost these days?
A lot.
A lot.
That's why I buy egg whites.
I mean, I still buy eggs.
In bulk. I buy egg
I
whites
still
in
buy
bulk.
eggs, but you know,
It's higher in protein. But
I just have to suck it up and pay that $5. But it is what it is. It's just expensive.
Mr. B, get your shit together.
You could have used ping pong balls. You could have used anything else to
rubber eggs.
Anything else. Why didn't y'all do that in the prop department? Y'all could have got those rubber eggs and you could have used them forever. For every time you want to do that comp, you could have pulled out those rubber eggs.
Exactly.
Instead of having to buy new eggs every season. But unless y'all working with the egg company and, you know.
But even then, that's a waste of damn food.
Right.
Not as much waste, I will say, actually, in this version that we saw. But yeah, so it's the egg through the thing, roll it down the ramp, hit down the HOH symbol. First one to get it wins HOH. And I love the added caveat of first 3 people to drop an egg are have-nots.
Which is going to be the one and only time I give Angela her flowers. Because, baby, that would have been me. That would have been me. Especially if I just came off of being a have-not. I'm not going to go right back to doing it. So guess what? I'm just going to sit here and hold this egg until I see 3 people drop. I don't care if I win HOH or not. I don't care. I just need to not be a have-not.
Now, yes, and I agree because I would have done that. Now, why is she over here asking Chelsea? Chelsea, if you drop and I win HOH, that is so conditional.
Right.
Like, at this point, you're not going to win HOH. And I do love, hey, guess what? Another week of me standing Chelsea. Because she's just like, Angela, I don't want to hear it. It's like, why are you trying to convince someone to drop and be a have-not? So on the very minimal condition that I win HOH, I'm going to keep you safe.
Girl, ain't no guarantee you winning this.
She wasn't even close.
Wasn't even close.
A couple of people were, though.
Yes.
Because by the end, we have Quinn, we have Leah, we have Chelsea, and we have Mackenzie, all with hitting down 2 targets each. And I do want to shout out T-Core, because T-Core hosting this competition was everything.
It was so good.
Her enthusiasm for every single person, and her oh God, I love
the accent on top of it. Loved it.
I love T-Core so much.
I love T-Core. I don't care what nobody say. T-Core does no wrong for me. I love T-Core. I am a T-Core stan. She has my card, and I don't care what nobody say. People like her, and they
I do also love that everyone's been. A lot of people have been tweeting. T-Core and Tucker are just the same person. T-Core is just an introvert, and Tucker's the extrovert. And I'm like, yeah, you're not wrong. You are not wrong at all.
That is how I will be responding to everything.
But yeah, we love T-Core. We love T-Core. But yeah, it comes down to those 4 in this HOH comp. But ultimately, Quinn gets the win. Quinn is HOH.
Which I wanted for chaos.
I wanted for chaos. I did too.
I did.
Yeah. I wanted the Quinn HOH for chaos. I don't love his noms. I get his noms. I didn't love his noms, but
I was very much in support of his noms. Honestly, I was like, I get it.
Yeah, I definitely get it. So the rest of the episode is basically just him talking to a bunch of people. He kind of confirmed, like, I think the person that he is the most aligned with right now is Chelsea. Because immediately he's talking to Chelsea. They're celebrating. He's like, okay, what the hell do I do? And the rest of the episode is just him talking to, everyone trying to figure out what is he gonna do? Because he's got 2 of his noms pretty much locked in.
Right.
Because obviously Angela is going to be his target. Makes sense. Or at first it was Rubina, actually. Rubina was the target because of Tucker. Makes sense. Yeah. he put her up, when he was the deep fake HOH. So it makes sense.
Mhm.
Angela has been coming after him all season. Makes sense. The third person is who he's really like, I don't know who to put up. Is where we bring out the T-Core Mist. Because T-Core ain't going up on that block.
Nope. Because T-Core walks in and Queen is like, I can't put you up. I don't know what it is, the aura of T-Core, and they just won't do it, even though she clearly played in Quinn's face when she voted out Cedric. Clearly did it. And he's still like, no. But you know who I'm mad at? Your friend, though. And she's like, don't be mad at me. He made me do it. Like, it's just, I don't know. She never said that, but it was just like, it just felt like people are not thinking T-Core is smart enough or strong enough or willing to play this game enough to do something like that and flip the house. But she was literally the main person to get Cedric out of this house. It was kind of like her and Chemo kind of was like, we doing it? And she was like, yeah, we doing it. Chemo wouldn't did it if she didn't do it. And she wouldn't have did it if Chemo didn't do it. So they kind of both was just like the main reason. And now, but for some reason, Quinn is more upset with Chemo. And I think it was something Chemo said to Quinn and that made him feel like Tucker was Chemo's priority, which he was. I think Chemo would have preferred to keep, if it came down to Tucker and Quinn in anything, he would have kept Tucker over Quinn. And Quinn was like, that's not the priority that I would have had because I would have kept you over Tucker.
Right.
Right. But you would have kept Tucker over me, which is some. And so he decides that Chemo was the way to go for him. And so the nominees were Rubina, Angela, and Chemo. Yep. Now, I did have a slight issue, but it was rectified because I'm like, you got this energy for Chemo, and you should have the same energy for another certain somebody who said the same thing, who would have picked Tucker over you in a heartbeat. But
Joseph.
But, we'll talk about that person later. But after that, nominations were had, and that's who we got nominated. So that's where the episode ends, and the live feeds pick up. So if you are interested in live feed spoilers, this is what we say. Bye-bye now. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you checking us out. Please hit the like, subscribe, and all of those things, and hit up all of our other channels. We'll be back Monday, Thursday, and Saturdays to talk about all things Big Brother. So if you're signing off now, toodles.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Love only yourself. Always.
Bye.
Okay, now, for those who sticking around.
This is what I've been waiting to talk about. So
this is what gets
so good. we had talked on Saturday, because when we talked on Saturday, we did know that Leah won the power of veto. Period.
Work.
This whole weekend of feeds, I'm gonna be honest, this whole weekend of feeds has made Leah jump up in my rankings just a little bit more.
I think this
I'm not obsessed with Leah, but I'm starting to see the Leah gameplay, and I'm here for it.
I think this week is a good week for Leah. She has shown that she's here to actually play the game. The first few weeks, I feel like she was still trying to find her footing and was La La Land, very ditzy girly. Oh, I like you. I like you. I like you. I like you. Oh my god. Oh my god.
She was playing Love Island for the first couple of weeks.
For the first,
now she's playing.
She's like, oh wait, this is Big Brother.
Now she's playing Love Island games.
Oh, yes. Work, Logan. I see what you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you.
But yeah, she is definitely playing Love Island game, and she knows her strengths and what she has to do. And it's so, if you like the type of game where you like the person being manipulative and they're switching it up and doing. If you like that type of game, you would love Leah this week because she knew with Quinn being the HOH, even after she has told several people that Quinn creeps her out. She don't like Quinn. He's creepy. He's this and this and the other. She knows she can't let that get to him. Not doing the HOH. She can't let that get back to him. Nobody can tell him that she said he was creepy and da da da. And she's going to treat Quinn like she treated Quinn the first couple weeks of Big Brother. She has not left that HOH room.
No.
She's been up under there. At all. She's been there. And Quinn loves it because he is so attracted to her. And she is playing him.
Oh, God. His whole ass quote this weekend that went fucking viral. I don't even want to acknowledge it other than that. But just like the way that everyone and their mother started quoting that. Literally,
I didn't.
Corey's mother quoted it.
I didn't see it.
Oh yeah, she had a photo with like a couple. I don't even remember who it was. She had a photo with a couple of other reality people, and she was like really liking this weekend or something like that. It was with Zach as well.
Oh. God.
Let me see if I can look this up. Steph Wirt. Oh, really fun time. The word sensational comes to mind, and it was Stephanie Wertenberger with Zach. J Maya, shout out to J Maya. Go stream J Maya's new music video, period. It's amazing. And Brando.
Lord.
I love that. I love iconic. But yeah, so Leah was really back and forth on whether she was going to use this veto all week, literally up until the morning of the veto ceremony. She was telling people, she told Quinn, because they stayed up Sunday night, they were up until like 4 a.m. or some like, no, I think it was 6 a.m. or some craziness like that. And by the end of their long conversation, she had told Quinn, Quinn was making a lot of really good points. Quinn was saying that he wanted to shift the target away from Rubina and towards Angela. Because he didn't want Angela in jury, which makes sense for Quinn's game. Leah's counter argument to that was Angela is one of the few people that I know I have a connection with. She is a number for me. I want to keep her in so I can have her on jury, which also makes a lot of sense for Leah's game. Like, it makes complete sense. And she was like, I don't know. There was a bit of talk about hypothetically using the veto on Rubina. I think it was very quickly shot down because Leah didn't really want to do that. But by the end of this Sunday night, 6 a.m. conversation, we thought Leah was not going to use the veto, and we were finally going to have a veto not used this season. But oh boy, were we wrong.
Right.
And when we get the veto ceremony on Monday, we found out that Leah did use the power of veto on Angela.
Yeah.
Shocking Quinn. I'm excited to see this go down tomorrow night. And Quinn nominated Joseph in her place, meaning that Rubina, Chemo, and Joseph will face the AI arena, and one of them will be evicted right before jury.
Crazy.
Because Joseph shot himself in the foot like 43,000 times over this weekend. Because if Joseph had just shut his mouth and not said a damn word, I think it would have been somebody else. I don't know who that somebody else would have been.
I was like, but who?
Unfortunately for her, probably I was going to say Mackenzie.
Maybe. I mean, Joseph.
just be,
Here's.
yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say just because they know that Mackenzie can win an AI arena.
That's true. I can see that. I feel like because I was about to say just because Quinn did have to go back on his word to Joseph because he told Joseph he wouldn't put him up. Come the veto, he put him up.
The thing is, he also told every single person other than Rubina, Kimo, and Angela that they were safe.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Whoever it would have been like, you told me, but I get, So I understand. And yeah, Joseph talks too much too. He just does.
Joseph straight up told Angela over the weekend, you're not going to survive this week unless you win the AI arena. He straight up told Mackenzie that she wasn't a threat. And he apparently told, I think, Quinn that the reason he keeps saying, he keeps bringing up all this stuff and keeps bringing up what he's done in the game is because he's trying to make sure that people know what he's done for when he makes Final 2. I'm like, baby, you can't think that far ahead. You're probably going to go home this week.
Right. You won't make Final 2. And
he's trying to play a Dr. Will game, but unfortunately, all he's playing is the damn chef. What's his name? I don't remember. I'm thinking of 2 different seasons.
Okay, I'm like, what chef?
From BB10. I'm thinking BB10, but anyway.
Anyway, I felt my favorite, my trope that I love so much in this game is somebody who is getting ahead of themselves, start feeling themselves a little bit, and they start talking, doing a lot of chit-chatting, and then they get humbled because as much as I don't like Angela, I love the moment when Joseph had to go to Angela and be like, I know I see the irony in this situation here where I just told you have to win in order to stay. And I know you probably don't like where, now that the tables have turned and I am now in your position and I now need you to keep me and help me. I know it seems very ironic. And I wanted so much in that moment for Angela to just be Angela. Those are the times I wanted Angela to be Angela and just be like, well, we'll see if you can get my vote. I don't know, because you might want to just go in there and win that AI arena just in case.
She's done a little bit of that since, and I'm happy to see it.
I needed that because the clip and the things that I saw her like, you're not going anywhere, Joseph. You know that. You know you're not going in. And I'm like, I wanted her to make him sweat. Even if we were 100% knowing he wasn't going home, even though we don't know that. We absolutely don't know that right now. So, but I wanted her to be like, oh, Joseph, stop. You just go and win that AI arena, because if you don't win that AI arena, you're probably going home. I wanted her
spiral.
Let him spiral. I would have.
And he has.
Yeah, he has. He's been crying to everybody. And I was like, what happened to Mr. Cocky? I'm jacking off in the tent. And you gonna go home.
Quinn has checked him a couple of times, being like, you really need to stop being like just rude. Straight up rude. And I'm like, yeah, thank you, Quinn.
Period.
I hope Joseph Go Home challenge, do that challenge. Like, I
can. Oof.
And is it partially because I like Rubina and Kimo way more than Joseph? Yes. Is it because I don't want to see him in jury or anymore on the show? Also, yes. But with the current situation, it looks like if Rubina doesn't win AI Arena, it's very much so looking like Rubina is going to be evicted. Now, if one of Rubina or Kimo wins the AI Arena, that's where things are going to get a little bit more interesting, because we're getting this kind of split house dynamic where we've got on one side T-Core, Rubina, Chemo. Leah has now joined that side. And Angela is also kind of on that side. And on the other side, we've got Chelsea, Cam, Mackenzie, and Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
And Joseph's kind of right in the middle right now. Leaning probably more the Chelsea, because they want to keep Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
They want to vote out somebody, either Rubina or Chemo.
Mm-hmm.
Who would have thought week 7 that Angela would be the fucking swing vote?
I would not have. I would not have.
She is also the first HOH since BB22 to make jury.
Wow.
And you know what? Props to you, mama. Like, I don't love Angela. I still don't love Angela. But whatever game she's playing is kind of entertaining.
I would give her 5s. I would never give her 10s.
Sure.
I would give her 5s. I would never give her 10s. She doesn't deserve 10s. I would never give her 10s. But I'll give her 2s.
Well, now you going from 5 to 2.
I'll give her 2s.
All right. But that's kind of where we're at right now.
Yeah.
I think we both agree we want Joseph to go home.
I would love to see that.
I think it's a real possibility at this point.
It could happen.
Because I think a lot of people, even people on the other side of the house with Chelsea, Cam, and Mackenzie, I still think some of them are considering the potential of taking out Joseph just because he is very messy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, he has made himself a major house target very, very quickly, and people just don't want to deal with him.
Right.
So...
And on one note, we do have, not relative to the game itself, but we do have another mini love triangle starting to form and happen again. And it's annoying people and some people, because we all know Chelsea likes Cam. Chelsea thinks Cam is gorgeous, which she is. But even though she's dogged him a little bit about how disgusting his habits might be, she still thinks he's attractive. And Chelsea, T-Core, Mackenzie have all talked about her liking Cam and, how she feels, blah, blah, blah. Now, all of a sudden, Mackenzie is just glued to the hip of Cam. I don't know why. She's just glued to the hip. Every chance she gets, she's there. And it's starting to annoy Chelsea and T-Core. Because T-Core is like, this woman is breaking girl code like left and right. If I told my friend I like a man and my friend is now all over this man, ew. Mackenzie, that is why you don't have girlfriends. Because... you do things like this because girl code is 100 is that's very easy. If I tell you, my friend, I like this dude, I think he's cute, even if I don't make my move, I still like him. Therefore, you going around and leaning on him and rubbing his head and laying on his lap, and he's stroking your shoulder and your back. It got annoying. Chelsea was upset. T-Core was upset for Chelsea. And I was like, oh no. Oh no.
No.
Chelsea's like, I can't win for losing. I just got over this whole thing with him and Leah. And that has fizzled away and moved on. Now, here come the other. Can't. So.
Because it sucks too that we're having that, because I got my favorite moment of the season this weekend.
Yes,
on Feeds,
me too.
With Chelsea, Cam, and T-Core all bonding over Cam's wings.
Cam made some grilled wings and they were delicious, and they were out in the backyard, and T-Core comes out and they tan these wings up. And
I loved
Chelsea's
it.
like, wait a minute, we can't be the first three black folks sitting out here together eating these wings. Like I'm like, I know, Chelsea, like, cause y'all know how y'all be looking at us and talk about one stereotype, like we the only
Yeah.
one that eat chicken wings like that. But apparently they were delicious. And guess what? I don't care. Y'all eat them chicken wings and enjoy them chicken
I
wings.
support it.
Period.
I
I'm
support it.
supporting it. I'm here for it. But they were out there tanning wings up, and they was having a good moment about that and bonding over the fact that the other folks ain't pulling their weight. Like somebody's supposed to make the sauce for the chicken wings, and they still
It
ain't
was
got the
T-Core, I
sauce.
think.
It was T-Core supposed to make the
I
sauce,
think T-Core was supposed to make the sauce.
but the sauce wasn't ready yet, and so they were like, "We're just waiting on the sauce." But they had a good moment. It was cute. I look. I love when black people black folks. I love when black people black. When we do that, when it's blackity black and we black
Period.
black, it's fun. It's fun to see. Fun to see. But yeah, that was a good moment. But yeah, that's something that's going on, and yeah,
That's
those are
that.
fees.
So thank you for joining us for this recap. One day late, but hey, guess what? We still did it. And we will be back after Thursday's eviction because I want to see who the fuck goes home.
Period.
And I hope it's not Rubina or Chemo.
Ooh.
So we will be back on Thursday to talk about the 7th live eviction. Probably the end of the AI arena. Hopefully Julie tells us there's a double next week. I'm hoping for a double. I want to see a double. I want to see this messy ass cast in a double. So, and then we will be back on Saturday as well to talk about all of the live feed updates over part of the weekend. So, thank you for joining us. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share on the way out. Check out the description where you can find all of our audio podcast links, our YouTube channels, our Patreon, our social media, and where you can get your merch, including but not limited to cup mug. And with all that being said, we are going to go ahead and get out of here. So, cheers.
Cheers.
From way, 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 way outside the Big Brother house, we have been the Cup.
Love yourself and only yourself.
Only yourself.
No one else.
Good night, Hesketh.
Bye.